Yo, what's going on YouTube? I know I've been gone for a while now. I just haven't been really motivated or inspired to really film anything. The last film I just did about my brother's documentary, I think really took a lot of energy and creativity from me, and I just like wanted to step away from creating for a bit. It was just such a hassle, but I got a lot of positive feedback on that video, and most of it was like, wow, that video really looked like a movie. It was very cinematic. How did you do it? Blah 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 blah. So today in this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how I achieved a cinematic look for that film.
Title, and let's pray that we all play better as individuals and play better as a team and win as a team. In Jesus' name, I pray.
Amen. Let's jog out. We hate that. Killing me. Lost myself on the way you love for me. Bad bitch looking healthy, trying to eat a piece. Wish on my downfall, yeah, pray for me. Heroes are for now, legends are forever. Trying to make it out, life getting better.
So when it comes down to filming a video, there's certain settings you can do to improve the quality of your image. So today in this video, I'm going to show you guys one of the settings that I use specifically on every single film, from music videos, real estate, lifestyle vlogs. It doesn't matter. This rule will pertain to any of those films. So let's get right into it. So today I'm going to be talking about the 180-degree rule and how that plays a huge role in the way your image looks. The 180-degree rule is basically how your frame rate and your shutter speed work together to produce a cinematic looking image. Before we talk about the 180-degree rule, let's talk about frame rates and how that alone affects your image. If you want to shoot something in real time and is the most cinematic looking image, you want to shoot that specific segment in 24 frames per second. That is what I'm currently shooting on right now. If you want to slow down that footage in post later on, the higher the frame rate, the slower you can slow it down. For example, this Canon T6i can shoot at 60 frames per second, and you can slow that to 40% down in post. The camera I'm shooting on this video on right now can shoot at 120 frames per second, and you can slow that footage down to 20% of its actual speed. So you got to take that into account when you're filming a specific sequence. For example, if I'm shooting a music video and I'm gonna do a performance scene with an artist, I'm gonna shoot in real time. The next scene might be of a car or a gun or a prop or anything like that. I will shoot that in slow motion so I could slow that little part of the video down in post, and I will shoot at a higher frame rate, 60, 120. It depends on your camera. Now that you have a little understanding on what frame rates do to your image, now let's talk about how the 180-degree rule plays a huge role in your frame rate. So the 180-degree rule basically states or says or whatever that you should double your shutter speed. Basically saying that if you're shooting at 24, your shutter speed should be at 50. If your frame rate is at 60 frames per second, your shutter speed should be at 120, and etc. So you basically have to double your shutter speed, and that is what's going to give you the most cinematic motion blur, right? If you crank up your shutter, your shot is going to look very, very jittery, very in focus, and very unnatural. Same thing goes down if your shutter is too slow. It's gonna look like that drowsy looking effect you would get. Like, let's say if an artist is drunk or high, you can show that effect by slowing down your shutter below that 180-degree rule. Obviously, rules in filmmaking should be broken if you do it intentionally. Sometimes if you wanna, let's say, record a sequence of a boxer. Let's say you have a client, he's a boxer, and he wants you to promote his gym or whatever, and you want to show how like jittery and very unnatural, how fast the boxers move and stuff. You want to crank up your shutter for those type of shots. Let's say, like I said, you shoot a music video and your artist is messed up. The song's about him being messed up on drugs or whatever, and you want to show that in the video for that client, you could just slow down your shutter speed to create that effect. So it all comes down to what frame rate you're gonna use on when filming a specific sequence. That should be your first train of thought when you go about shooting a video or a specific shot for a video. You first want to think about, do I want it in real time or do I want this in slow motion? Do I want to have the flexibility in post where I can slow it down? And that's why you should double your shutter speed based on the frame rate you choose to get the best cinematic look. Unless you want to break it intentionally to give out a different effect. So yeah, man, that's all I got for you guys today. If you guys have any questions about aperture, shutter speed, frame rates, ISO, please leave it down below. And if you would like to see more tips and tricks on my channel, please let me know. I'm really curious to see what you guys want to see. If you guys are more into BTS, or you guys more into just music videos, if you guys would like to see me vlog a lot more, please let me know down below, and I will love to hear from you guys. Follow me on my Instagram at CesarJSid, and yeah, man, on to the next video. Peace.
Like too good, yeah. Working on the weekend like usual. Way off in my deep end like usual. Dog talking crazy, yeah, he doing too much. Fuck being sober, dog, I'm too turned up.